Hey guys, Mr. C here. I'm going to show you today how to make a really fun Easter egg. It's a paper mache egg. There are a couple variations of it, so let's get started. Here are the things you will need to make your egg. Some tissue paper, a pair of scissors, glue. Elmer's glue works just fine. Some paintbrushes, an eggshell, and a plastic egg, some paint, and some fun things to put inside your egg. Okay, so let's start with our egg shell. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put your glue into a tray or something like that. I've already done that here. And once you find your eggshell, make sure you crack it so that it doesn't break into a million pieces, of course. You want a nice clean crack. My wife did this for me. When you put it back together, put a little black mark on either side of the line so you know exactly where it goes. Kind of started this one already. As you can see, there's a little glue there. I'm going to take my paintbrush, put it in the glue, and I'm going to glue along the edge of my shell. Just like that. Perfect. Once you have that on there, put your eggshell back together. Make sure it's lined up. And you're going to take more glue to seal that crack. Perfect. Once it's sealed, you'll set it aside to dry. I'll just set it right here. Perfect. You can see I have an egg here that I already sealed up. This one I didn't crack too well, but with enough glue, you can pretty much fix anything. So, once you have it sealed, you're going to take more glue, which I need a little bit more here. Squeeze it out of there. Take some more glue here. And working with the top half, you just start to cover your egg. Now before you put glue on your egg, you're going to want to cut your paper mache into tiny pieces. Rectangles or squares work, triangles, whatever you have. So you can see here, I've got my paper mache cut up into pieces here. And then you stick it on your egg. You'll do this for about 4 or 5 layers. Again, working the top half first, let it dry, and then work the bottom half, let it dry, so on and so forth. As you stick the paper on, you can glue it down to stick more paper on top of it. Really easy process. Just takes a little bit of time. Cool, so you can see it's starting to come together here. Set that aside. So I have an egg that I've already finished covering in paper. Here's one. This one my son did. He actually put a hole in his. He said he wants to put something inside of it, so we kept a hole in there so that we can fill it and then finish covering it up. But if you're not going to fill your egg, you'll start to paint it. I've already started this one. We have our pink paint here. And you coat it as many times as you would like. Now if you use a solid color tissue paper and you use the same color paint, it'll look a little bit more solid as the paper soaks up the paint. You can see it coming together really nicely. And when you're done, you let it dry and you have your paper mache egg. Now, this is cool and everything, but we can get really creative with this. If you have glitter, for instance, you could take glitter, roll it in the glitter. Maybe you have stickers. I have some stickers here. You could take stickers even and put it on your egg. You could even cut out shapes and make a bunny, or little ears or arms. Make a chicken if you like. Just get creative. Let me show you the plastic egg version. So I have my plastic egg, standard plastic Easter egg. For this one, I'm going to get some beads and place them inside. We're going to do the same thing here with the glue. Now you can also tape it. If you want to just tape the side so it doesn't open up, you can tape it. But I like to use glue because it's messy and it's fun. Doesn't have to be perfect as it snaps together. Nice. Cool, so I have my beads in there. And same thing, I'm going to seal the edge with a little bit more glue. Just like our regular eggshell, I'm going to work on one half of this egg first. So after the seal dries, we're just starting now even, doesn't really matter, as long as you're okay with getting messy. I'm going to start putting glue around my shell. And then placing my paper on the glue. Gets a little messy. There. And as I keep going, it'll cover the egg just like I did with this one. It'll be covered in paper, but it'll have some beads inside, which is pretty fun. Here's one that my son has already started. It's blue, he hasn't quite finished it yet, obviously. But we're gonna do about 6 of these and hide them in the yard for this Easter. There you have it. Really easy project you can do with your kids. You can do together as a family, and I hope that you enjoy it. See you later. Happy Easter.